Okay, sorry first grade, we ran out of time on that first video. So let's continue. So if you remember, we were talking about the word cat, and I said that I started with one cat, but now I have three cats. And so we built the word cats, and then we wanted to mark it up. So let's just look at what we mark up. So I underlined the sentence, or I mean the base word. I circled my suffix, and I'm missing one part, and that is to decide if it says s or z. So say the word with me. Cats. What do you hear? You heard the sound s. So my last step to marking this word up is I have to put a little s above my suffix and two slanty lines. Cats. All right, erase if you have a whiteboard. We're going to do one more word before we do our sentence. Our next word is going to be pens. Like I have two pens. So if I tap that word out, I want you to tap with me. We're going to tap p-e-n-z. Pen, pens. And so I want you to go ahead and take some time and write that word. Pause the video if you need to. Your word is pens. Okay, now that you have it written, I want you to help me find the cards for it. So what am I going to put for p? A P. E. E. N. And then I hear that z at the end, which tells me it's a suffix because I told you I had two pens. I have more than one. So I'm going to drag my suffix s. Okay, so you should also have that written on your board. I'm going to write it really quick. All right, here it is on my board. I need some help marking it up, though. I don't see any digraphs or bonus letters I need to mark up, so we're going to go straight to what do we do when a word has that suffix s at the end. My first thing I'm going to do is find my base word. First graders, what is my base word in pens? Very good, it's going to be pen. Your base word is everything but the suffix, so I can't underline that suffix because that's not my base word. And a good way to check is that if I got rid of my suffix, or if I got rid of what I didn't underline, and I only read the words that I did underline, does it make sense? Pen, that's a real word. Yep, that's my base word. So the second thing that I need to do is I need to circle my suffix. And my last step, if you remember, is to decide, do I hear suffix or suffix z? So say this word with me. Pens. Oh, what did you hear? You heard z. So above my s, I'm going to put a small z. So above my suffix, I put a small z and two slanty lines. Pens. Awesome job. Okay, so our last step today is that we are going to do a sentence. And so I'm actually going to switch my screen to the sentence frames. That way I can build your sentence frames and you're going to write it. And so this one, I'm going to say the sentence 2 times, and then I need you to pause it after we've done our frames so that you can write it. So your first sentence is, we have 2 mops. Say that sentence with me. We have 2 mops. And if I drag my sentence frames, I'm going to drag this tall frame up there first because it's a sentence and I start with that capital letter, and that's what that tall sign means. So we have 2 mops. And the last thing I need is my ending mark. And so I either have a tall frame or I have a regular square frame. My tall frame is for my question mark and my exclamation point. If I say we have 2 mops, am I asking you a question? No. Am I really excited about something? Nope. I'm just telling you that we have 2 mops. And so for telling sentences, we use a period. And I'm going to stick that at the end. Okay, so this is where you pause the video and write, we have 2 mops. Go ahead and do that. Okay, let's see how we did. So for we, I have a capital W and an E. Have, that's one of my trick words. 2, and it's important that we remember that we're talking about the number 2. And so my way I'm going to spell 2 for the numbers, T-W-O. And then mops, M-O-P-S. And then my last thing I need is a period. There is only one word that we can mark up in this sentence, and it's that last word. It's this MOPS word. So let's look at it. I don't see digraphs. I don't see glued sounds. I don't see bonus letters. So I'm going to go straight to marking up my word because I do see the suffix at the end. So let's mark up our base word. My base word is going to be MOP. I have to circle my suffix, so circle that suffix S. And then let's decide if it's Z or S. Say MOPS with me. MOPS. What do you hear? You hear S. So I'm going to put an S with 2 lines. Awesome job. Okay, thanks for coming back for the second part of this lesson. Have a great day.